Next up, our very own Brent Gerard.
I'm Brent. I wrote this poem because I wasn't allowed to go to my beloved grandfather's funeral, and that kind of pissed me off a little bit. And so this is how I thought it might go. My Payless dress shoes sank in the muddy bank until their fake leather squeals became gargled. There was a wispy sprinkle as dusk shut its eye, and I walked alone with Walnut Creek. Virginia, not California. For lack of marrying John Rolfe, the brook and I were old friends. Some kids visit Disney with their grandparents, but Mickey doesn't live in North Garden. The wet grass beside us smelled of a light green, a harlequin, maybe. I was wearing black, neck to sole, except for the banana bread yellow tie Grandpa gave me just before he blew this popsicle stand. The ceremony was an absolute failure, I think, as only a few of us cried. Not me, unfortunately. I really wanted to, but I couldn't help Audrey Hepburn from singing, "I could have danced all night, da, 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 da." I know it was actually Marnie Nixon, but I couldn't picture Sister Sophia dancing, at least not all night anyway. The priest spoke with such an ornamental tone, respectful and boring, a lot like my dental hygienist. My molars hurt just listening to the drone. Truthfully, they should have just left it at that, but for appearance's sake, or God's, certainly no one else's, they had to let my evil hippopotamus aunt talk. She had no right to bring up his tart addiction that way. I don't care how hungry she is. I didn't go to the reception. Grandpa made me promise I would pull down my pants and run around like a red jungle fowl screaming, "I thought you did it for me, Mama!" I did it one time, and suddenly that was his Kodak of all my kind. Instead, I fled to Walnut Creek. At least he babbles with a bit of burn. I walked and listened to him, and loosened my tie and suction cupped my Oxfords in and out of the muck. The sprinkle turned to rain, and I looked up at the grayscale sky, my mouth an open cistern. I pretended I was an old man drowning in a bathtub, so weak I couldn't pull myself up and yell for the prostitute in the bedroom to save me. Thank you.
Yeah!
Thank you, Brent Gerard. And next up, the lovely Miss Joy Alexander.
Hi, I'm Joy. This is a poem about matters of the heart. It's called Cardiac Commotion. I lift my head and I see you on the sidewalk. My heart starts to race. I procrastinate to try and get it to slow down. Deep breaths. I tell myself, my words are futile. I'll pull up to the curb and it's just me and you now. My world of racing heart, sarcastic remarks, charming words, I love yous unheard in this life. In this life, there are no coincidences, only opportunities behind closed doors, and sharing grease was the key to let you in. The beat slows down, it matches your own, ear to your fitted white t-shirt. My breaths come slower now, the beat stands together as one, but wait. Shh. Someone has stopped. I don't want to play this game of cat and mouse. The parts are a bit disorienting. You see, you're to be Tom, not to be Jerry. Instead, it's the opposite job of it because you're not playing by the rules. Well, I got a piece of what I wanted, what wasn't so bad. Bad, no, it was great. Fingers intertwined, I'd appreciate. Lip locked as we navigate. Both of us participate, but I'm the one who slowly breaks away and evaporates. You say you're afraid to fall in love with me, but I'm on the outside looking in, asking questions I just can't stand to hear the answer to. My heart no longer beats for you. It beats for my savior, creator, and friend. And you, sir, are none of the above.
Thank you, Joy Alexander. And last up, the talented Gerard Chamberlain.
Oh, I get it, girl. Or should I say, conceited means to end her feelings, return to sender female. Those cubic zirconian scrutinizers, both bewitching and bogus, send them crawling to you. But those cerulean supernovas screwed into your head will not send me spiraling. That heart-stop, bear-trap, jig you dance smelled smitten, young lads, but I know better. I won't be enticed to tango by a lash-batting glance dancer.
You got it. You're all right.
I won't give you a cigarette, a shot, my time, the time, or anything. In short, Miss Entitled Egomaniac, I'm just like you.
One more time for our student poets, please. And we know when we schedule this that it might happen that you have to go to another class, and I guess class is important. But if you find that you have to leave